Hello everyone, welcome to this video lecture on the concept interpretation of notices. This is the second video on the concept after the first video, interpretation of notices part 1. So the concept interpretation of notices is there in the unit B composition section of the paper compulsory foundation course in English in the course 4th semester BA, BCom, BSW, BSc, BCA in Bangalore University. Welcome you all to today's session. In the last class, we discussed introduction to composition section, and then we went to introduction to the concept interpretation of notices. There we came to know, in simple, interpretation of notices is an act of explaining the meaning of something that we notice. So it basically requires some understanding of the concept or a notice or a topic, and then the process of reframing that into sentences. So the another guidelines that we attended in the last session is that interpretation of notices has to be made in two sentences. First sentence carrying the meaning of the sentence or the topic or the notice that we are going to explain, and the second sentence is the mentioning of the place where that particular notice or notices are found. Anyhow, so let's we went to one more example interpretation of notices, some examples also, taking no parking and beware of dogs as examples. They were interpreted in this way. For example, no parking as this notice prohibits us from parking vehicles in that particular area. In this sentence you see the concept no parking, I mean the notice no parking or the topic is defined or explained here, and then this notice is usually found on the compound walls and the gates of public as well as private building. That's how we mentioned the place where that particular notice is found. Let us come to the today's discussion. In the last video also I gave you a number of topics which are actually finalized in the Association of English Teachers at Bangalore University. So those topics were even given in the description to you. See, there were 10 topics. So we went to them one by one also in the last video, but at the end of the last video I gave a task for you all to try to find out the 30 topics as whether they belong to information type or instruction type or prohibition type or warning type. So anyhow, here I have made the distribution of them or bifurcation of them as information, instruction, prohibition and warning type. So when come to the information type, among the topics given in the list, you see work in progress. That is an information type, an information notice. For example, you see it gives us information about the place where there is some work going on. Again, fire exit in buildings, that is again information that gives us information that that particular exit door is for fire exit when the building is on the fire, right? Again, hairpin curve ahead. You see, when there is a hairpin curve, so that information is provided to the motorists or drivers. Again, you see road work in progress. That is particularly in road, right? One can say road work in progress. Humps ahead. That is again road, right? Likewise, each and every topic here gives us information. Yeah, when we look at the way we have to write answer to this question, I mean how to write the meaning of them, you can begin the sentence as this notice informs us, because it's information, right? You can say this notice informs us that there is some work in progress in that particular area. The notice, this notice, or the notice, you can begin as the notice, that is even better, right? The notice, because there is difference between this notice and this notice again. If you use the second one as the notice, it maintains a kind of unity in the writing. Connection is maintained between the sentences. Hagagi, you can say the second sentence as the notice is usually found in in front of buildings or on the roads where the work is in progress, you can say so. Or next example, fire exit for example, this notice informs us that there is fire exit in that particular area. The notice is usually found in buildings that one can use the fire exit if there is any exigency or urgency or any accident. So anyhow, likewise you can elaborate it, or you can simply say here this notice is found, usually found, that is important as I told you in the last video, usually found in the buildings. Then you have hairpin curve ahead. You can say this notice informs us that there is hairpin curve ahead in that particular area. So this notice is usually found on the or by the side of the roads to instruct or inform the motorists ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, right? Again, road work in progress, same just as the first one. So this notice informs us that there is road work in progress in that particular area. This notice is usually found where? I cannot say any other place because road work is there, particularly here on road, right? So by the side of the road you can see that, right? Then so humps ahead, same, right? The informs us there are humps ahead in that particular area. This notice is usually found by the ಸೈಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ರೋಡ್, ರೈಟ್? ನಾವು ರಸ್ತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಸೈಡ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ತೇವೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ಲಿ ಒನ್ ವೇ, ಪೆಡಸ್ಟ್ರೈನ್, ರೋಡ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ಡ್, ಇವೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೂಡ ಇದೇ ರೀತಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ವೆನ್ ವಿ ಟೇಕ್ ಅ ವೆಟ್ ಫ್ಲೋರ್, ವಾಚ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್, this is little different. You can see this notice informs us that there is wet floor and one has to watch their step, or one has to be careful while walking another. So let's reframe the sentence as this notice informs us that there is wet floor in that particular area, so one has to be careful while walking. This notice is usually found inside the buildings, for example inside hospitals, schools, colleges, right? Like that you can say, right? When the floor is just swept, you can see wet floor, right? The information gives so. Then again you have next one, that is no lifeguard on duty, swim at your own risk. I think I left it out, right? You see, no lifeguard on duty, swim at your own risk is also a kind of warning. But you can say this notice informs us that there is no lifeguard on duty and one has to swim at one's own risk at that particular area. This notice is usually found where? In swimming pools or in certain rivers, right? Alva, where there is provision for swimming ಗೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಇರುವ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ತೇವೆ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು. Then again you have use me. So this is again little different. You see, this notice informs us that there is use me Allah, right? You should say there is dustbin to use in that particular area. This notice is usually found in the gardens, parks, in the gardens in front of buildings or in the parks, so or in front of buildings like hospitals, schools, allella use me adanna nodtiri. Then buy one and get one free is the next one, right? This notice informs us that there is buy one and get one free offer in that particular shop, right? Area. So in that particular shop, this notice is usually found in, certainly not in marriage hall, right? This notice is usually found in front of shops where there is some offer, right? Anyhow, so let's move on to instruction types. Instructs us to do something. Instruction notices are to instruct us to do something. For example, switch off your mobile phones. It's an instruction. ಸೂಚನೆ, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಸೂಚನೆ. For this you can take the samples, right? So this notice instruct us that we should switch off our mobiles. ಇವರಲ್ಲ, ಇವರು ಅನ್ನಕ್ಕಿಂತನೂ ಅವರಂತ ಹೇಳುವ, we should switch off our mobiles in that particular area. So next one is little different. You see, this notice instructs us that we should drive slowly because there is cool zone in that particular area, right? You can say so. So again, the first one, this notice is usually found, notice yaudu, switch off your mobile is usually found in public buildings, right? In buildings, in library, ಇನ್ ಕಾಲೇಜಸ್, ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಸ್, ರೈಟ್, ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಹಾಕಿರೋದನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಈವನ್ ಇನ್ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್, ರೈಟ್, ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಬರಿಬೋದು. ದೆನ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಯು ಸಿ school zone drive slowly. This is usually found on the roads. By the side of the roads you see that notice, right? Then again, please shower before entering the pool is there here. So this notice instructs us that we should shower before entering the pool in a particular swimming pool, right? This is usually found in front of swimming pools ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಸ್ವಿಮ್ಮಿಂಗ್ ಪೂಲ್ನ ಎದುರೇ ನೋಡುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಅದನ್ನು ರಿವರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ಲ, ರೈಟ್, ದಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಥಿಂಗ್. ದೆನ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಲೀವ್ ಯುವರ್ ಫುಟ್ವೇರ್ ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ದಿಸ್ ನೋಟಿಸ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಸ್ ದಟ್ ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ಲೀವ್ ಅವರ್ footwear outside in that particular area. This notice is usually found in front of, you can say, in front of certain offices, buildings, temples, ಚರ್ಚಸ್, ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಬಹುಶಃ ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್. ಜನರಲಿ ವಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಲೀವ್ ಯುವರ್ ಫುಟ್ವೇರ್ ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್ ಇನ್ ಫ್ರಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರಾಬಬ್ಲಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಶಾಪ್, ಯು ಸಿ ದಟ್, ರೈಟ್. ಎಲ್ಲಾದರೂ ನೀವು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ನೀವು ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ದೆನ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಹಮ್ಸ್ ಅಹೆಡ್ ಡ್ರೈವ್ ಸ್ಲೋಲಿ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ದಟ್ we should drive slowly because there are humps ahead in that particular area, right? So this notice is usually found in ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು. ದಿಸ್ ನೋಟಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಯೂಶುವಲಿ ಫೌಂಡ್ ಇನ್ ಆನ್ ದ ರೋಡ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು, ಫೌಂಡ್ ಆನ್ ದ ರೋಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಬೈ ದ ಸೈಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ರೋಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಯೂಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇರ್ಸ್. ದಿಸ್ ನೋಟಿಸ್ instructs us that we should use stairs in that particular building, right, area ಅಲ್ಲ, in that area ಅಂದರೆ ತಪ್ಪಿಲ್ಲ, ಆದರೆ you can say ಇನ್ನೂ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಆಗಿ in that particular building. This notice is usually found inside buildings instructing us to use stairs. Keep left is on the road. City limits, drive slowly. We should drive slowly because it is the city limit in that particular area anta helbodu. Is found in city, by the side of the road in cities, right? Elli innuvaga silence please, we should silence please anta helik agodilla. This notice instructs us that we should keep silence in that particular area. We should keep silence in that particular area. This notice is usually found inside library or in hospitals. ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕಿರೋದನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಇನ್ ಡಿವೋಷನಲ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ಸ್, ರಾದರ್ ರಿಲಿಜಿಯಸ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಟೆಂಪಲ್ಸ್, ಚರ್ಚಸ್, ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಹಾಕ್ಬೋದು. ದೆನ್ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಿಂಗ್, ಇದು ಲೇಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್, ರೈಟ್, ಅಡಿಷನ್. ದಿಸ್ ನೋಟಿಸ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಸ್ ದಟ್ ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಏರಿಯಾ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಸೇರಿಸ್ಬೋದು ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಡೇಂಜರ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ಯಾಂಡಮಿಕ್ COVID-19. ಅದು ಕೂಡ ನೀವು ಸೇರಿಸ್ಬೋದು ಇಫ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಒನ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಐ ವುಡ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಟು ಹಿಂಟ್ ಯು ಹಿಯರ್, ಡಿಯರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ದಟ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ನೆಸಸರಿಲಿ ಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಟು ದೀಸ್ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸಸ್. It is always better when you can be creative and express your thoughts in your own sentences. That is very important because I am just showing you that this is one possibility. Okay, then this notice is usually found in yaudu, in maintain social distancing, is usually found in public areas like bus stands alli hakirtare, in hospitals, right, alli hakirtare. Then you see in schools, colleges alla hakirtare, right, adanna ನೀವು ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. Then move on to the next slide. You see prohibition type of sign, notices or notice topics. They prohibit us from doing something alva. So you can say, for example, stick no wheels, no horn please, idellavana ee ellavanna ನೀವು ನೋಡಬಹುದು. They among the list, these are prohibition signs, prohibition notices. You can say this notice informs us dash is prohibited in that particular area is the area. Sample sentence: sticking bills is prohibited in that particular area. Horn, making horn in is prohibited in that particular area because of noise pollution, to reduce noise pollution. You can simply say making horn is prohibited in that particular area. Smoking is prohibited in that particular area. Plucking flowers is prohibited in that particular area. Admission without permission is prohibited, right? Then littering, LITTERI NG ಅಂತ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ರೈಟ್. ಲಿಟರಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನೋ, ಥ್ರೋಯಿಂಗ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್, ಥ್ರೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಡಸ್ಟ್ಬಿನ್, ರಬ್ಬಿಷ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೇರ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಪೇಪರ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಟ್ರಾ, ಅದನ್ನು ಹಾಕುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಲಿಟರಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಹಿಬಿಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಏರಿಯಾ. Photography is prohibited in that particular area, and entering without mask, no mask no entry andre no, entering without mask in that particular area is prohibited in that particular area. ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದರೆ ದಿಸ್ ನೋಟಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಯೂಶ್ವಲಿ ಫೌಂಡ್ ಇನ್ ಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ನೋಬಿಲ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಇನ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ವಾಲ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಫ್ರಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಮ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಹಾಕಿರೋದನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ತೇವೆ ಆನ್ ದ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ವಾಲ್ಸ್. ದೆನ್ ನೋ ಹಾರ್ನ್ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ on the road, by the side of the road instruction is given to, particularly in cities, right, ಅಲ್ಲಿ no horn please ಇರಬಹುದು ಕೆಲವು ಕಡೆ. Then smoking, no smoking is usually found in public places where it disturbs others alva, in public places like bus stand or even in college, school premises ಇವೆಲ್ಲವನ್ನ ನೀವು ತಗೊಳ್ಬೋದು. Then do not pluck flowers, ಇದೆಲ್ಲಿರುತ್ತೆ, this notice is usually found in the gardens, right, ಗಾರ್ಡನ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ತೀರಿ, or parks, right, ಪಾರ್ಕ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ. Then no admission without permission is in front of some buildings, parks, right, this is usually found in front of park or on the gates in front of parks, buildings ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. Please do not litter in the gardens, buildings or in the building premises like hospitals ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಇರೋದನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ತೀರಿ. Photography prohibited, so this notice is usually found inside monuments or in palace like buildings ಅಥವಾ buildings like palace, museum ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕಿರ್ತಾರೆ, right, photography is prohibited. That's another example. Yeah, interestingly, one of my students while doing the class gave me an example of swimming pool. True, right, photography is prohibited in the swimming pool premises also. Again we have no mask, no entry, that is another one, so prohibition. So here again it's usually found in front of hospitals, in schools, colleges, in all public places where in order to curb pandemic COVID-19 this particular notice is being displayed. Anyhow, so then the last type, when we come to the notice topics of warning, warn us from warn us about not doing something, right, or about something. Trespassers are prosecuted, for example. Trespassers are the people who enter without permission alva. Similarly same thing is repeated with no admission without permission. So if you admit or enter some place without permission, that becomes that means you are a trespasser, right? No guard on duty, swim at your own risk, already we discussed that. Then wet floor, watch your step, right? Again you see here, you can write it as this notice warns us to be careful while dashing that particular area as you can give the reason. For example, this notice warns us to be careful while entering that particular area as the trespassers are prosecuted. Entering that particular area as no admission, as there is no admission without permission, you can say so, right? So even while swimming in that particular area as lifeguard, there is no lifeguard on duty, you can say, right? There is no security support right there. Then as while walking in that particular area as there is wet floor, right, you can say like this. ಇದನ್ನು ಹಿಂದೆ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನಾನು, ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿಯೂ ಕೂಡ ನೀವು ಬರಿಬಹುದು. ದಿಸ್ ನೋಟಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಯೂಶ್ವಲಿ ಫೌಂಡ್ ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಟ್ರೆಸ್ಪಾಸರ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ನೋ ಅಡ್ಮಿಷನ್ ವಿತೌಟ್ ಪರ್ಮಿಷನ್ಗೆ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ ಆನ್ ದ ಗೇಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಪಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್, ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ಸ್, ರೈಟ್, ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೆಮಿಸಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ರೈಟ್. ಸೊ ಅವ್ರ ಗೇಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿರ್ತಾರೆ ವಿತೌಟ್ ಪರ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಯು ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಎಂಟರ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು. ಸಮ್ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಈವನ್ ಆನ್ ಇನ್ ಫ್ರಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್, ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಥಿಯೇಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಇರೋದನ್ನು ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ತೀರಿ, ರೈಟ್. ದೆನ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಸರ್ಟನ್ಲಿ ಈಸ್ ಫೌಂಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಪ್ರೆಮಿಸಸ್ ಆಫ್ swimming pool, swim at your own risk ಅನ್ನೋದು, ಆರ್ ಈವನ್ ಆನ್ ದ ರಿವರ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ರಿವರ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ವೇರ್ ಒನ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗೋ ಫಾರ್ ಸ್ವಿಮ್ಮಿಂಗ್, ಆರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಬೀಚಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಇರುವಂಥದ್ದನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ. ದೆನ್ ವೆಟ್ ಫ್ಲೋರ್, ವಾಚ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್, ರೈಟ್. ಇದು ಕೂಡ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ದ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ಸ್, ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಸ್, ಕಾಲೇಜಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕಿರೋದನ್ನು ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಲೈಕ್ವೈಸ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಪ್ರೆಟ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದೀಸ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸಸ್. ಸೊ ಯುವರ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಸಿ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಬೈಫರ್ಕೇಟ್ ದೆಮ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಫೋರ್, ರೈಟ್. ಹಾಗೆ ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನು ಯಾವುದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಅದನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಮತ್ತು ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ. ಸೊ ದಸ್ I think I hope you will practice. Before concluding, I would like to make you one thing clear. You need to write on your own and practice the sentences. That is very important, right? So as creative, as much you attempt to be creative, that much you learn the language. Because there is a story of a biology professor I recall, that is, once he was in his laboratory, he instructed his students that they keeping an egg in front of them, that it would hatch in a minute or two. They have to watch standing in the circle. When he instructed them, he was called by the principal or somebody, and he had to go out. When he went out, then he came back. But when he returned, he found that the egg was already hatched already, and the little chick which came out of the egg died there, and it wasn't in life. So he understood the situation, and he asked what happened. Then one of the students told the professor that when the egg hatched and the little chick was trying to come out of it, it was struggling hard, right? The student felt pity, and he just helped it and lifted it and kept it there, and it died. What do you understand from this parable? The thing is that chick needed that struggle. While coming out of that hatch, it had to struggle. ಅದು ಸ್ಟ್ರಗಲ್ ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕು. ಆ ಸ್ಟ್ರಗಲ್ ಮಾಡದೆ ಹೋದರೆ ಇಟ್ ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದೇರ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅದು ಬದುಕುವಂಥ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಏನಿದೆ, ಆ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿನ ಅದು ಕಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತದೆ. ಆ ಸ್ಟ್ರಗಲನ್ನು ನಾವು ಅಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ತಪ್ಪಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಟ್ರೂ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನಿ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ instance where one can show you these things, but your effort and your struggle, that matters, and the more you put effort, that much you become stronger in life. And I hope you will write down all the sentences for all these notices on your own. If you have any difficulty, you can even refer to LMS platform content that we have prepared. Thank you. And before concluding, you can see, I would like to recall the entire concept interpretation of notice. It is about the act of explaining meaning of signs that we notice. It involves one's understanding of the topic and reframing that into sentences. And actually you do two things here, that is understanding and reframing the sentences. How to form sentences? There in two sentences are actually written. One sentence carrying the meaning of the concept or topic, and the other one describing the places where it is found, mentioning the places where it is found, not describing. It mentions the place where the particular notice is found. Finally, in general, we find all these topics of notice under 4 categories. They are information, instruction, prohibition, and warning. So I hope you will write your own sentences for all that. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video on next concept.